2-1. That was a difficult watch, ladies and gents, I won't lie to you. But the Reds are back atop of the Premier League table on their own. Nobody there beside them, because we're going back to back. That's my belief anyway. Look, I'm not going to lie, that was a tough watch, as I said. Spurs are a good team, very difficult to break down, and I would be a liar if I sat here and said that they did not have chances to kill off that game and win it at points as well. Stephen Bergwijn had 2 opportunities for Spurs that didn't quite go in. One hit the post, one flashed wide. Harry Kane missed a sitter of a header as well, but you know what? We've had enough little bits of bad luck go against us recently that finally, woo! We get one that goes our way. 2-1, and I could not be happier that it was Roberto Firmino that got the goal. What a performance. The guys worked their backsides off, and not a single substitution, because Klopp, unlike me, unlike Connor, unlike probably everybody else, believed in that group to get the job done, and they've seen it through, even though Naby Keita was on the sidelines ready to come on. That was an absolutely brilliant way to win a game of football, my friends. Back top of the Premier League where we belong. Oh, I'm so proud of that bunch of players. I didn't even go on a I'm so proud of myself. I didn't even have a little VAR rant earlier on, ladies and gentlemen. Connor's not going to be joining me for the post-match show because he's busy getting the clips and stuff ready, doing the hard work behind the scenes. But ladies and gents, I want to know what you guys thought about it. Those are the regular viewers of the channel will know that my bet for this week, my Anfield Agenda Boyle Sports prediction, was Liverpool to win 2-1. And it was 7-1, as I said. So that came up as well. So I'm happy if anyone put their money on that. Great stuff, let me know. 3 points clear, said George. You'll never walk alone. Curtis Jones and Wijnaldum were on fire, said Zibbo. Mourinho, the biggest ball bagger in football. I don't even know what ball bagger means, but I love it. I love it, mate. Get in, said Michael Dunn as well. Was Mourinho arguing with Klopp at the end? I don't know, but my take from just quickly looking at it was that he was arguing with the fourth official and Klopp was just telling him to shut up or come on, Jose. But it wasn't too bad. They were, they were all right at the end of it. Craig, was this better than winning 3-0? Yes. Yes. See, often people say to us, would you take a draw? And I say to you, it's about the way the draw happens. But that's the way to win a game of football. Just as the clock ticks to 90, Robbo swings in a corner and Roberto Firmino, like from the gods, rose above and headed it top bins. Not a damn thing Lloris could do about it. It was perfection. And Bobby Firmino, that will fill him full of confidence. It's just positivity all around. And Connor, I don't even think, I know you're not talking into the microphone now, so I'm kind of just spitballing here, but I don't even think, folks, that there was an injury today, which is unheard of for us playing a game of football. And again, massive shout out to young Reece Williams, who slotted in at centre-back today alongside Fabinho. And again, very good performance. We worked our asses off. The intensity was there today that wasn't there against Fulham. We knew it had to be because Spurs were a good side. Wow. Rabadan said, Craig, not going to lie, you scared me when we scored. I scared me, mate. I said to Connor, and I'm not even joking, I nearly passed out after we scored and I shouted because, I don't know, I just thought my ears were going to explode. Stephen Somerville said, best in the world is Bobby Firmino. I'm over the moon, man. Tyrone said, Craig, Spurs fan, your first half performance deserve it, but most important is our reaction against Leicester. Tyrone, you're a gent, mate. That's very kind of you to come in and say. And as I said when I was doing my intro, buddy, I couldn't deny that Spurs had the chances to score more goals in that game. I was very respectful in the build-up because I do understand and do appreciate that Mourinho has turned this Spurs team around into a much harder side to beat. And you've seen that today with the resolute performance they put in. And again, Son clinical on the counter-attack. I'm just so happy that we got that win. And we can now go into the game against Crystal Palace on Saturday with this early kickoff and hope that we can build on this. Hopefully get another 3 points on the board. It's just been a good evening's football, ladies and gentlemen. So wherever you watch that in the world, let me know and let me know how you celebrated. At the first thing, I rang Ian Brewster, Reen's father, straight after the game. First thing I did, me and him having a chat celebrating. And I tell you, Ian was every bit as happy as the rest of us were. He was bouncing around his living room. Curtis Jones, king of the match, said Amber. Referee was a disgrace. Look, let's not even dwell on a single negative. Let's not talk about the ref. Let's not even talk about VAR. Let's give the commentary today in the words to the people that deserve it. The 11 lads out there in a Liverpool shirt that put in a tireless shift. And as you guys said, Curtis Jones was absolutely phenomenal. Connor said it during the game as well. That is a coming of age performance for me for Curtis Jones. He was again outstanding. He's nearly undroppable at this point, almost undroppable. Chris Legit, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He said unreal what Jose said in the post-match. Must watch. He said the best team lost. Bashed Klopp. Said that we didn't deserve the win. Blah, blah, blah. He's known for it. He's got form of being a little bit bitter, does Jose. He was building it up all week, giving a Billy Big Bollocks all week, saying, oh, no injuries there for Liverpool, building it up so if they got the win. 66 unbeaten in the Premier League at Anfield. Yes, you heard me right. 66. What a performance. They had to dig deep, and they did, and I'm so proud of each one of them boys. Hello from the USA. Bravo, the best three in the universe, said Eddie. How are you, Eddie, mate? Great to see you. Double A said, great commentary as always, Craig. Why is the clock still on? I didn't even notice it. That's how distracted I have been. But yeah, thank you for pulling me up on that one. I'll turn off the second half clock there now. But great shout, mate. Son is world class, said Michael Dunn. He's a fantastic footballer. I mean, I thought that we defended really well from the front today. And what I mean by that is we didn't give them many opportunities to release Son, to release Harry Kane, to release Stephen Bergwijn. Second half, they had a few more, to be fair, particularly at the start. But when I often talk about defending from the front, I talk about the importance of the press. That's what happened today. Mohamed Salah tracked back more than I think I've ever seen him. He ran his heart out today. As frustrating as it was in the other box at times, I can't fault Mo's work rate. Sadio, again, it wasn't his best game. I actually thought Serge Aurier put in a very good performance at right back for Spurs, if I'm being honest. But again, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That if Carlsberg made a way to win a match, that was it. What else we got? Genie man of the match for Adam Doherty. Connor beside me was absolutely just blown away at how Genie still had the legs. I mean, the man, what's he made of? I do not know. I think Genie's played 643 games of football this season already. This is for Gerard Houllier, said Mohammed, and as I said in my intro as well, I'm sure Gerard will be looking down, smiling on everybody. It was a tough win. It was a grind, and we earned it. I think we just about earned that one. We were by far dominant in possession, but you could see that Spurs were dangerous on the counter. Man of the match, Bobby for Danny Dog Wright. Curtis Jones, wow, said Storm Thomas. Camille as well, bigging up Curtis Jones, and rightly so. Kate, my friend, how are you? Said we worked for far harder than Spurs, but still had the energy at the end. Yeah, I'm shocked. I am so shocked those boys had the energy levels that they did at the end. But what a performance, what a win. And we are back at top of the table where we belong, my friends. It's it's great. I'm so happy, so proud. And we've got Thiago coming back after Christmas as well. We know we've got Naby Keita and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain getting better as every day goes by as well. It's all gravy. And I don't mean that from the Sam Allardyce sense, which is a little bit funny seeing as he's just come back into the Premier League today. George, you'll never walk alone, said Curtis Jones is generational. What's your prediction for the Crystal Palace game, said Ryan. Mate, I don't even know my own name at this point, let alone try and comprehend the Palace game. But I did predict 2-1 for this one, as you guys know as well, and that was 7-1 with our sponsors, Boyle Sports. And again, thank you to Boyle for all their support as well. Sorry that I keep taking money off you guys, but you know what I mean. Craig versus the bookies. Liverpool playing Saturday morning and Spurs Sunday afternoon, said Jan. It's definitely going to be difficult. Definitely going to be a difficult trip to Palace. These half-12 kickoffs always make me nervous, but let's just bask in tonight's win first before we look ahead to the weekend, folks. And the really good news is, after Saturday's game against Crystal Palace, the lads have 8 days off before the game on the 27th, so the guys will finally get to get a little bit of or maybe even get to spend Christmas Day at home with the family. I'm sure Kloppo will give them a little extra day off because they've earned it. They've absolutely earned it. Bobby was great, said Chimnoy. Curtis Jones was amazing, said Scotty. We're top of the league, said Logan. And now you're going to believe us. We're going back to back, folks. Can I get an amen in the chat? Can I get an amen? Outstanding number one. Top spot for the Reds, said Alex Smith. Injected into me, said Ryan. Liverpool, top of the league. I've said it all along, folks. I've always believed we're going back to back. I've always believed that I haven't seen a team that are as consistent as us in this league yet. But I tell you what, credit to Spurs. They're a good side. They really are a good side. Mourinho has changed them around. The introduction of Højbjerg into that midfield has definitely given them a bit of added grit as well. Son is world class, as we all know. Harry Kane's a phenomenal player. And look, we were fortunate at times. Stephen Bergwijn, couple of chances that didn't go Spurs' way, and Harry Kane missing a header from inside the 6-yard box. It isn't often you're going to see that. But we stuck to it. We kept probing. We kept pushing. Spurs defended manfully. But finally the breakthrough came. And it came from a Roberto Firmino header that was from the gods, and it was unbelievable. If you haven't seen it, you're in for a treat. You'll enjoy the clip when you see it later on, wherever you're watching in the world. What have we got? Jones, captain one day, probably, but, you know, Trent's there as well. But I've always said about Curtis Jones, he does look like a leader, even through the younger ages. Come on, Craig, beating Jose back-to-back, said S. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Much love to you as well. And look, ladies and gentlemen, please do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Look at the top left corner. We are really close to hitting 60,000 subscribers, and what a night that would be for us. 60k, top of the league, and Bobby Firmino getting a little top bins. Bet you'll shut up. What's his bet? That will shut up the people giving Bobby hate. Sorry, I didn't know where that was going, but yes, hopefully it will. Amen and si, senor, said Kate. Kate, well played, my friend. Well played. Curtis Jones is my man of the match, said Si. I can't disagree with you, my friend. We owe Mourinho for 2014, said somebody else. I just don't like the nature of just take the defeat. Just take the defeat, Jose. You weren't robbed. Nothing went against you. You didn't have any decisions that went against you. Just take the defeat, mate. Just take it. Take it with a little bit of grace for once. But no, yet again, he always has to find something to bitch about, doesn't he? I don't know. And look, it's difficult to take a loss at the end. I get it. It hurts. But have a bit of dignity. Have a bit of class. Says he, like, I know, me. I know, the man with the least amount. But road to 100k, said Danny Dog. Watching Hendo's interview now. What a man. Go on, Hendo, said Josh Dunn. Again, another person that I don't know where he gets the energy levels from. Again, our fullbacks today. Robbo ran his legs off. Everyone out there put in a shift. Every single one of them boys put in a shift today. What was your opinion on Anthony Taylor? Kieran, I'm more than happy usually to chime in and bash a referee, mate, but I don't want the negatives today. I want the chat to be around the result. I want the chat to be positive, and I want people to get a chance to express and enjoy that victory. We'll have plenty of time to moan about referees and VAR, mate, as the season goes on. But if you remember during commentary, and Connor can probably remember this, I did say if we go on and win this game 2-1, it won't matter. We won't give a shit about that VAR decision. It'll be irrelevant. And that's what they did. They didn't give up. They kept going till the end. And that is how you win league titles, friends. That is how you do it. Mourinho can't take the loss. Robertson, man of the match. Connor, I know you're not going to be doing any much commentary, but quickly, on a man of the match for you?
I thought Curtis Jones was brilliant again today. Mo Salah was pretty good. Nearly give it to Bobby just for the end, but I'd say Curtis Jones again, just a good performance all around.
Yeah, I agree with everything Connor said there. It's you could look at Bobby for the late winner, and Bobby did do well at times today. Was a little bit sloppy the odd time as well. I don't care about that now that he scored, but I'm going to give it to you guys to vote. I'm going to let you guys have your say in who the man of the match is, and put it into the chat right there now, and I'll try and get a gauge. Right now is the time, folks. Vote for your Anfield Jenna man of the match. Put it into the chat right now and let us know. Ollie B, thank you so much. Or Ole, excuse me. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Said so many great performances from the Reds today. Absolutely buzzing for Bobby to win it for us. So am I, mate. So am I. And we're so close to 60k. I'm almost in tears here. Reece Williams is a very good young centre back. Didn't put a foot wrong. Well, there was one leap that just went off the top of his head, slightly mistimed. But other than that, again, didn't look out of place out there one bit. Team man of the match for Amanda. That's a great shout. Right, here we go. Curtis, Genie, Reece, Curtis, Reece Williams, Curtis, Genie. Oh, this is close.
Genie's a good shout, actually.
Son. I'm trying to gauge the chat. I think it's a real split here. There's three names standing out for me, Connor, and that's Genie, Curtis Jones and Reece Williams standing out in the chat there anyway. Sorry, I know you're busy.
I think we can't overlook Naby Keita's contribution at the end either.
Absolutely. That distraction of Naby Keita on the sideline is what distracted that Spurs defence. They seen Naby coming on and they said, shit. And then they paused long enough for Bobby Firmino to just go, what a leap. He wanted it more than anyone else. You can see the look on his face when he went to head that ball. He was getting that ball and he was putting the top ins. Robbo, Jones. Oh, so close. I don't even know who. I think Curtis is winning the vote.
Who do you think? Who do you want to win it?
I agree with Curtis Jones. Personally, I do. And I think I've given him a couple of man of the match performances lately. Jones, Becker. To be fair, Alisson didn't really do that much today. I think Curtis Jones is winning, folks, by the chat. That's what it's looking like to me anyway. Again, please do hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying the stream. We've got about 6 or 7 minutes left on the post-match show, so any of your thoughts on the game, folks, please do put it into the chat. I'm refreshing like full. We've done it. If 5 more people hit that subscribe button now, that clock will tick around to 60k. I promise you. We just need 5 more of you guys to hit that subscribe button, and this is the best night Anfield agenda has had outside of the Barcelona game. Oh, I'm so excited to see those numbers tick. Please keep hitting that button. We're so close. Jones. I think we can say Curtis Jones was man of the match. Best player of the season, said Rodders. I told you guys at the end of last year that he was going to hold up as being about Mourinho coming full circle. What a job he's done at Spurs. And he has. He's done a very good job, in fairness to him. But I thought we were underplayed a bit in the media. And once again, when the big game comes up, the big performances come up. Top left corner, Crosby. Top left corner is all I'm saying.
Our back end, that sounds so wrong, but it's saying 60,013, so we've made it.
Keep hitting that button, folks. Let's keep pushing through. But look, 10 minutes. Let's go. Questions, comments on the game. Let's get to it. Buffering, Joanne said. What happened? 60k. Buffering. Is it buffering? Not buffering at my end.
Let me have a look.
Mourinho, such a sore loser, was outplayed for 90 minutes. Again, lots of love on the 60k as well. But it's not ours. It's you guys that have made this happen.
It might have went. It's back now.
Do you think that Jones could be the next Gerrard? That is a big label to put on the young man, but maybe. Not that...
You can't rule it out.
I don't want to put that pressure on him, but he will be a big influence in that Liverpool midfield for many years to come. And you know what else I can say with absolute conviction? He will not be going anywhere else. I have a feeling that Curtis Jones is going to be a one-club man. I really do. Moroni said Oxlade-Chamberlain to start against Palace. I don't know. I'm still a bit confused as to how fit he actually is at this point. Who's been your favourite Liverpool player of the season so far? Oh, that's a very good question. I've been loving Jones, I'm not going to lie, but Fabinho. I think Fabinho. For the level of performances he's put in at centre-back, I'm going to go with Fabinho.
Yeah, the fact that he's just got on with like completely different position and still has been like one of our best players, I think you have to give it to him.
I think so. WFM, there you go. Can we get a WFM in the chat, folks? All of our members, you've got the emojis, but to celebrate it, can we get WFM going in the chat? Congrats, said Danny Dog. Thank you very much, guys. Curtis moves while attacking like Coutinho and his boss in midfield. And you know what I've always said? My favourite thing about Curtis Jones is he never shies away from the ball. He always puts himself in position to receive it. He always wants it, and he always finds space between the lines. They are all things that I look for in someone that plays in his position, and he has it in spades. He backs himself, and he never shies away from it. I love the young lad, I really do. There's the WFM going up in the chat. Love it. Love it, folks. Jonesy, different gravy today, said Steve, or said an armchair. This said an armchair. It always sounds weird. Frano's in the chat. Fran, how are you, pal? WFM to you, buddy. Mechatronics Geek and everybody else. Dunnick, get in. Lovely to see you in as well, pal. Puskas is a god. What a night for the channel. Some of the craziest reactions I've seen. Amazing game. 60k. Respect for Gerrard. What a night. Bobby getting his goal. Mate, every one of those words are perfectly crafted. Puskas is a god. Totally agree with you, pal. Best fan group, said Danny Dog. Look, we are blessed to have the best subscribers on YouTube. I'm not taking the credit. He's not taking the credit. You guys deserve all the credit for where we're getting to and where we're going. You're the best community of subscribers on YouTube. You're the most welcome, friendly bunch. And we love each and every one of you crazy sons of bitches. Back on the perch. Love it. Love it. Football 2, anti-football 1. Clintos. Belter of a comment, mate. That is a real belter of a comment.
That sums it up.
This community is amazing, said Logan Brown. Well done on hitting 60k. Thank you very much. Reece Williams, thoughts? I think he played well, said Jake. Again, I don't disagree. There was just that one moment where he jumped a bit early and it brushed off his head. But other than that, I thought he was brilliant. Aerially, he's so commanding for such a young lad. Like, he is a big fella. But he does not look out of place. I still hope we sign a centre-back in the summer. Or excuse me, in the January window, but that young man is here to stay. Absolutely. And again, if you guys don't know the news around Fabinho and around Virg, it looks like the club are going to sit down with Virgil van Dijk and Fabinho in January to sign new contracts or to work out new deals for those two guys, which is great news as well. Fabinho is actually outstanding, said Genie20. My Spurs mates are gutted. Look, I'll be perfectly honest here. If I'm a Spurs fan, I'm feeling gutted as well. I can understand where they're coming from. There's no hate from me on this one, folks. I don't disrespect Spurs as a club. We were in Spurs Stadium last year, actually. It's a belter of a ground. And if you're a Spurs fan, I feel your pain. I really, really do. You had the chances to win it. It went their way today. That's all I'm going to say. I thought we were the better team in possession. I thought you guys defended magnificently. And I'm happy with the win. But I won't be saying that. I'm not going to be negative about Spurs. I just don't think they deserve it. I love the informal atmosphere and the shouting on here, said Rabadan. I can always guarantee a bit of shouting, buddy. I'm almost at a point now where we're thinking of getting my next door neighbour's house soundproof for him. So he doesn't have to listen to me. It's amazing. It amazes me, Connor, how far this channel has gone, and yet people still don't know there's only one N in your name.
I think it's just a piss take.
And again, we know we've got the Champions League round of 16 to look forward to in February as well. 2 big games coming up against RB Leipzig. First game in Germany, second game back at Anfield. I'm so happy for those guys inside the stadium today as well. Buffering again, it says, Connor, I don't know. Curtis Jones, man of the match, said Jay. Boom. Top man, top performance, top team, said Garode. As a Scouser, I love hearing our Scouse lads interviewed. Great to hear the local kids in the team. Absolutely is, man. Get 100k, I meant, said VR. We buffered again. Might want to repeat Anfield agenda. I can't remember. I honestly cannot remember what I was saying. I'm just working off part of what has been a very difficult time with the loss of Gerard Houllier as well. We're top of the league. Yeah, we are, Dan. Yeah, we are. And nobody's there with us, pal. We're top of the league on our own. Let's go, Craig and Connor. Hope you guys get to 100k next. Up the Reds. Thank you very much. Love it, Craig. Absolute scenes. Ladies and gentlemen, I've lost my voice at this point. I'm going to say goodnight to all you wonderful people. I'll be back tomorrow night with a late night agenda. I hope to see you on there. We'll be doing more celebrating. We'll be talking about the Reds news as well. Massive shout out and thank you to our sponsors, Boyle Sport, as well. Massive shout out and thank you to Connor. He's working hard here beside me still right now. Love every single one of you guys. Thank you for getting us to 60k. I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy yourselves.